This is the steps I went through. So first I saw a psychologist in May of 2015. Yes. Just after I turned 18, it's the earliest. No, I started seeing her in March or April until May. That's kind of the earliest I could see her after I turned 18, and I thought I needed to wait until I saw a psychologist to transition because my parents weren't down with it. When I got there, she actually said, you know, as long as you're 16, you're fine. You can do things without your parents. So, double check on that in your place in Alberta. That's how it is. Get it done before you're 18 to not have to wait until you're 19 and a half like me. Then I was on the waiting list. Originally it was supposed to be about 6 to 7 months. It turned out to be 12. They called me in May in 2016 and said, yeah, we'll set up an appointment for you in July. So I was excited, but I was also like, are you kidding me? You know, I've waited a year and now I need to wait another 2 months for my appointment to happen. But that was all fine, you know. I was like, well, at least things are moving forward now and I'm not stuck in the waiting line forever. When I saw the psychiatrist, he's like, oh yeah, you know, you should, you know, you've been out since you've been in grade 9, you've been almost 100% out, you know, for so long, because, you know, everyone's known since end of grade 9, and then people got around in grade 10, but I was always kind of out, and he said, you know, I'll just refer you to the endocrinologist. It should take about a month. They've been really quick. And I was like, oh, when I started on the psychologist waitlist to the psychiatrist, we were still at 4 months because I thought, fuck, you know, I'll see him in July. Another 4 months until I get to see an endocrinologist, but not the case. So they called me up in end of July, August, and they sent me a letter. The letter was kind of pretentious. It's like, we assume this appointment will be convenient to you, which is, you don't think I have other plans than just going to an appointment. I couldn't go since my family went to the States, which, no, that's my fault. So we moved it to September 9th, which is today, and I was supposed to get a blood work test done a week before I went to go see them, but since my grandparents were here and we just got back from the trip, that was impossible. So I was like, fuck, should I cancel? Kind of debated yesterday, and then I thought, well, actually, no, I'll just go and be like, sorry, didn't have a chance to get it done, I'll do it next time. They didn't even bother asking, so I do need to now take a blood test in 3 months because of the hemoglobins or something. It's the red blood cells in your blood so that you don't get blood clots and die. Fun stuff. But I got there, filled out all the information, then a nurse was like, hey, legal name. I look around, you know, maybe someone else has it. There's 2 people in the waiting room. One's staring and it's like, guess that's me. And I get up there, took my boyfriend with me, and it was weird because she got my name wrong, but the reception knew. The reception was like, oh yeah, so you go by Dylan. I'm like, yep. It said on my little sticker they printed out, but she still said my legal name. Brendan ended up correcting her because I'm terrible at correcting people and I get very anxious. So I'm glad he spoke out because I was like, you know, I'm here. She's the nurse. I don't know why nobody informed her that maybe she should double check. Because, you know, if it was a regular hospital or something, although you shouldn't misgender people or use their legal name if it says something else. Like, just don't assume they go by it. But this was an area of specialists. Like, she must be dealing with trans patients at least once a week, you know, so who didn't tell her? I don't know, but she did like the blood pump thing, blood pressure, there we go, that's fine, so good news. I'm almost perfect as I looking. And oh yeah, she weighed me and she quartered my height, so I hope that, you know, she actually didn't make me too tiny. And I had to take off my shoes and my jacket. So I also took out my wallet and keys and phone because I didn't want to, you know, screw up the scale too much, but I was wearing my dick, so that will probably make me 200 grams heavier. Does it really matter? Nah. But she never really said how tall I am. I think I was like 62 kilograms. As far as I know, I'm like 140 pounds right now. I guess that's relevant to see how heavy I will become. I am 175 centimeters. Last time I measured myself. But yeah, then there's a student resident who talked to me, or she called me up. She used the proper name, so you know, she knew what was going on because I told Brent, "Oh, this is a good start," you know. A person I know, he's had bad experiences with his endocrinologist, so we were nervous, and he wanted to go. But a student resident, she was really cool. She just asked a bunch of the questions like if I take drugs, how much I drink, roughly once a week, probably less. If I've smoked pot, which I haven't, I know I'm so uncool. And all that, you know, because it will affect things, and, you know, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna go like, well, you know, we can't give you tea because you're on cocaine. Okay, maybe they will. But just be truthful with them, because it's all about your safety, and you want to be safe. Yeah, so she asked me that, then she did something. I think she took my blood pressure. The other person just weighed and measured me. Yeah, she took my blood pressure, and then she did the stethoscope thing, and Bren's like, you know, just, I don't know if it will screw anything up, but he's wearing a binder. She's like, no, it's fine. And I didn't say anything because, you know, she clearly knew what she was talking about, and she was a professionalist, and I'm pretty sure she knows that most of her trans dudes or like non-binary masculine presenting people will be wearing a binder, so she did that, and then she did the thing on my back where I was supposed to breathe more, and that was all they needed to do. Asked me my life story again, kind of summed it up. I think the good thing about waiting so long to have anything happen is actually that they're like, oh yeah, you know your stuff. They asked me if I knew the effects of testosterone, so I listed all of them, basically. She's like, yeah, just making sure, like, basically everything is reversible for the most part, like hair growth and all of that, just your voice will not go back up. And I said, well, I'm definitely down with that. And they said, like, I don't think you'll regret it, just something they have to say, and you don't have to worry about it. And then she asked about insurance because, as you see, I got the Androgel, that's private, which is not the shots that everyone has on the internet. And I thought the gel was super shitty, and I guess we'll find out, but maybe a lot has changed, because back when I started watching, it's like, you know, the needles were more effective. I shot once a week or every 2 weeks, but the problem is the dipping, and I am kind of worried about that. And with this one, you just put it on every single day. I haven't put it on yet, because you're supposed to do the same time frame, which, you know, there's a reason I've never done birth control, is because exactly that thing. I'm always busy on different times, but I've decided I'm gonna try 10 o'clock at night, so I'll do that today. Certain areas you're supposed to do and not do. Clean, it will rub off, but the thing is, this is more expensive, but apparently, well, first of all, it's easier to use. You don't have to stab yourself in the ass, which is good news. And then this will be a lot easier to travel with, especially because it has little packets like this. It has 5 grams of gel, so even when you're flying, I'm pretty sure as long as you take the box or letter, you can throw 1 or 2 in your carry-on, because it's under 100 milliliters per package. Just make sure you take a letter so that they don't take it away. But that's good stuff. Yeah, apparently just the needles are more expensive, and they're like, hey, if you have insurance, which I have a few. I have the Alberta Blue Cross with my parents, but apparently that doesn't cover anything, so that's fine. I'm currently getting Manulife for my job in the middle of signing it up. So what we did was we paid up front. We paid $147. It's supposed to last roughly a month, I believe. Yeah, 30 unit dose packets. So it will bring me until October 8th or 9th. Repeat, October 9th. And that's, you know, that's fine. Apparently once Manulife usually covers 80%. So I'll pay about $30, and $30 a month, that's like $1 a day for testosterone. I thought I was gonna have to, you know, spend over $100 every single month, and I will double check to make sure I sign up my insurance properly. And in January, once I'm in school, I'll get another insurance on top of it, just with the school insurance. So maybe I won't even have to pay anything, which healthcare Canada knows where it's at, and that's probably why so many American dudes use shots, because their healthcare system sucks. Sorry, but you guys know it's true, right? It was very Canadian of me dissing the health system and then apologizing for it. But yeah, those are all the exciting news. I don't know how I'll record it yet, because I don't know, this is my voice 1 month on T. I loved watching them for all my friends and back when I first came out, but for me, I don't know. I feel like you guys might even be sick of hearing it all now. So maybe I will, because androgel is not as common, it seems. And you know, I'm happy to not have to stab myself so far. Expires in 2018. And it's cool because they give you a little packet to read it, and they actually they basically gender you correctly, because it says androgel should not be used by women. So if people are like, but medically you are this, it's like, then why would they describe this to trans guys? Because we are men and they give us manly stuff. And the only reason I use that word is because it's only for dudes, and I hope for non-binary people, I hope they're not like, you're not really a man, can't have this. But it's good stuff for me right now. So yeah, exciting news. Any suggestions how I should record it? Maybe originally. I liked how Chase Ross, I hope I pronounced it right, his last name, did the picture in a day. Don't know if I'll remember to take a picture every day, but maybe I'll do something like that, you know, and post it every month and then have like monthly updates. I don't know. Suggestions, please tell me. I am shocked and surprised. Didn't think that it was gonna happen today, but I'm so fucking excited. So a lot more swearing than usually, but fuck yeah. So 7 minutes on T. This took 7 minutes for some reason or another, but holy crap, I didn't think it was gonna happen today. I'm super stoked. So yeah, that was androgel, and we'll see how it goes.